Benign neglect is over 2020. Understanding that people are self-interest based organisms is the key to understanding why blacks who descended from American slaves must rely on an imperative to support our own candidates in every facet of American political structure. Out of the 45 American presidents elected, 44 of those elected were white men. The foundation of American politics was constructed by whiteness, and white America wanted to solidify that their societal structure reflected their values, and their values are consistent with the hierarchy that keep them at the top of the pendulum. Now here we are in 2020, and the front runners of the Democratic Party are majority white men and a white woman, while the dominant political structure did everything that it could possibly do in order to keep the only black agenda priority presidential candidate out of the public's eye, excluding me from the debates, opportunities to raise awareness of my campaign, and everything else that I will not talk about this time. The grouping of white legislatures gained its strength by excluding the black ones, and the only black politicians put in place are the ones willing to be used as tokens to puppet the agendas of special interest groups and political parties that are orchestrated by whites. Blacks who descended from American slaves have a right to have political representation that voice our own agendas. And the only way to ensure that a candidate is a true black agenda priority candidate is to ensure that this person does not only carry a black agenda that can get traced with a serious vetting process, but also carry our own bloodline. We cannot expect other groups to have a black agenda because people are self-interest based. So the idea of other groups taking on our fight is not feasible and plain old-fashioned wishful thinking. In fact, we will only encourage other groups to exploit our agenda, pandering to get our vote. Why will we only want to hold a politician accountable when we can elect people from within our own group who share the same political values, agendas, lineage, and passions as we hold? It is more likely that the policies implemented from our own candidates will truly reflect what we need for our development when it is the latter, and the policies implemented will have a more genuine outcome, and holding those people who share the same ethics and principles accountable will become a much more obtainable task. Food tastes better when it is cooked with love and not force, and force brings resentment. We would not get shamed into supporting candidates from our own lineage who hold our own agendas, just like white America is not shamed into supporting their own. If America truly wants to unify, then it must become unified with the ideas of reparations for blacks who descended from American slaves, and anything that conflicts with repairing the damage that was created against us is an element of division. Which type of unity will America agree to? Will we unify with racism coupled with the disregard and disrespect of mending atrocities committed against black Americans? Or will we unify with doing the right thing and abiding by the U.S. Constitution that acknowledges full access of American citizenship to blacks who descended from American slaves? This is presidential candidate Deon D Jenkins, and I approve this message. And if you would like more positive, thoughtful, intellectual, political commentary from the only reparation presidential candidate, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and push the notification bell, because you will help me with the algorithms and rankings on YouTube that will help me spread the awareness of my campaign. I am the only presidential candidate with a reparations package, and I entitled it DMLG, which stands for Defense Money Land Grants, which are the four elements of reparations constructed from the four elements of American society, which are defensive structure, capital, land, and the access to capital. Thanks for listening. Benign neglect is over 2020. Understanding that people are self-interest based organisms is the